coffee shop to city streets. We chase the buzz where the world beats. Rain or shine, we're on the case. Giving news a wilder face. What's new, Tyler? Today news, hot takes and breaking views. Every story, something new. Stay tuned, we'll see it through. Politics to Panda Bears, sports and weather everywhere. Our team's got the scoop so fine. Tyler's news is headline prime. What's new, Tyler? Today news, hot takes and breaking views. Every story, something new. Stay tuned, we'll see it through. We'll see it through.
Happy Thursday, everybody. How you doing today? Welcome to the show. Make sure you drop a like, drop a follow, all that good stuff. If you like the show, obviously. Maybe I haven't earned it yet. Maybe that song earned it for you. Just maybe. I don't know. But we have a ton of different news to go over today. There's actually a major story that I titled the video after because I don't know how I missed the story. Seemed like a really major story to talk about when the Supreme Court rules on age verification for can't say it on YouTube, pornography online. Gotta say it with the C. It was corn. Okay, YouTube? Corn. Okay? We'll only look at Cornhub here. Joking. I don't look at any of that garbage. I should have a guest with me at some point. We'll see when he joins. He has his own stream going. But I have, like I said, a ton of news to get into. And all of you fine people can be here with me to enjoy this fine news. What stories do I want to get into first today? Let's see. I was kind of scrolling through. I want to see if we can wait for Joey a little bit. Maybe we scroll through. I like going through Yahoo News. Sometimes Yahoo News has some interesting stuff. The issue is sometimes I find stories, right, that are cool, that are very interesting, but it's like you read the title or you read the article and then I don't have anything to add. So it's kind of hard to bring it up sometimes. So much news. So much news. Tim played Zelda for 3 hours. Yeah. He is about to raid you. Yeah, I figured Joey was about to raid me. He is just hitting a save point. That's fair. Yeah, I saw that this morning. It was really interesting seeing that Tim actually played video games this morning. Really weird. Really weird. I don't know if I'll watch that. I'm far too busy this week and the past few weeks, but I don't know. Interesting. I thought about doing a similar game stream before my news stream tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see what I'm doing. Chinese carrier Shandong Moors and Hong Kong's. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Going through Yahoo News, you never know what you're gonna find. So a lot of these are boring, but I do get some pretty good stories going through here sometimes. Ukraine scrambling for clarity as U.S. downplays halt to arms shipments. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. U.S. officials on Wednesday downplayed a White House announcement that Washington was pausing some weapons shipments to Ukraine after the war-battered country was caught off guard and appealed for clarity. I mean, we should have cut this off a while ago. We had Republicans in Congress yesterday complaining about this. There's people on the committee for the Ukraine or whatever, and they were complaining about it. And screw it, dude. Cut off. Why are we giving them anything? Especially if we're having a shortage. The whole reason for the cutoff is that we are worried about our own stockpile. So if we're worried about our own stockpile, absolutely, yes, cut off the aid. But what's interesting about this is I brought up yesterday, we're cutting off aid to Ukraine, but we're still sending in a bunch of stuff to Israel. It's just interesting. Hell yeah, look at that. Outworld Live rated the stream. Joey should be joining us here momentarily. So he'll be here in just a moment, I believe. And then I'm going on Outworld Live today as well, so you'll find me there. Making the rounds today, making the rounds. I'm also going to try to call into Tim Pool's Uncensored show, so we'll see. But Ukraine is contending with some of Russia's largest missile and drone attacks of the 3-year war and a halt to the provisions of munitions, especially for air defense. This would be a significant blow to Kiev. The Department of Defense continues to provide the president with robust options regarding the military aid to Ukraine, consistent with his global goal of bringing this tragic war to an end. Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell told journalist Wednesday. So I have another article that we'll be getting into once Joey gets up here. But Putin and Trump had a conversation, and I don't think it went. I don't think it went very well. At least for Trump and his goals of not having war anymore. I don't think it went very well. But we'll go into that in just a moment. What else does it say here? It said the decision was taken after a review of the U.S. defense needs of its military assistance to foreign countries. Moscow reveled in the decision, saying that it could bring the end of the war closer. Politico and other U.S. media reported that missiles for Patriot air defense systems, precision air artillery, and Hellfire missiles are among the items being held back. Yeah, but they're being held back from Ukraine, but we're still sending them to Israel. So Ukraine gets the cold shoulder, Israel doesn't. It's just interesting in my opinion. Who's tagging me? This episode brought to you by ExpressVPN. Is it brought to you by ExpressVPN? I don't know about that, Rage Flowers. Is it? I don't think it's brought to you by ExpressVPN. Let's see. The State Department's Bruce said Wednesday the president has also indicated his remaining commitments regarding Patriot missiles. Bruce said, referring to an air defense system that has played a key role in defending against Russian attacks. Kiev has long feared halts to U.S. aid after Donald Trump returned to the White House in January, having criticized the tens of billions of dollars in support and weapons sent by his predecessor, Joe Biden. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in an evening address that Kiev and Washington were clarifying details on supplies. Continued American support for Ukraine, for our defense, for our people is in our common interest, he said. It's not in our common interest, but it's definitely in Ukraine's interest. If I was Ukrainian, I'd definitely be pushing for it too. What the F is, I don't know what that is. The stream bot likes to have an aneurysm when it talks about how many viewers we have, so I don't know. Hey, what's up, Joey? How was your Expedition 33 stream?
Why do I hear myself twice?
Oh, wait, I know how to fix that. Hang on. How's that?
Chicken. Ha 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 ha. It's good.
Okay.
How was it? Good.
It was good.
I fought through the rage and was able to counter properly.
Fought through the rage. There was rage. I missed it.
Apparently, it's a bad game
rage?
according to that one content creator that we all follow.
Melted?
No.
Oh, Tim?
Yeah.
Tim said Expedition 33 is bad?
He said it's not good.
Huh.
He doesn't think the story's good. Yeah. He's a little edgelord today, I guess. A little edgelord.
I know he went and played Zelda today.
Yeah, apparently he was shitting on that for fucking 3 hours too.
Was he? Yeah.
I just got to feel. I just got this strange feeling that Mr. Timothy Poole is not good at video games.
Maybe that's why he never plays them on stream.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you should not play them on stream more often.
Fishy says, afternoon, y'all. What's up? Afternoon, everybody. We got 30 people in the chat right now. You guys should hit that like button. We can hit that like goal. Get my little grunt birthday sound effect. Love it. I love the sound effect. Clint said a lot of rage, lol.
There was an ample amount of rage. This is true.
Melted said he was whining more than Melted playing Call of Duty.
That's not true.
That's not. Oh, Joey contends against that.
it was fighting an enemy where I had to counter everything. That was the only way to attack him, so it was getting annoying.
Damn.
And I was raging at the fact that every time I died, they'd leave me off at the beginning of the area, and I'd have to fucking run back every time. And I'm just like, come on, just leave me off in front of the enemy.
Well, before you joined, I was just talking about a continuation of the story I talked about yesterday. Ukraine is complaining about us withholding aid, but we're still going to send aid to Israel.
They're like, why can't we be Israel?
He was talking about Tim, not you, Joey. Huh? He said Tim was whining.
Yeah, Tim was whining. Oh,
yeah.
Tim. Oh,
yeah. He's talking about Tim whining.
Not as much as Tim. Yeah. No, I was not whining as much as Tim. This is true.
Okay. Lol, it was a lot of what the F. I gotta run. Look at our graphic. What? What do you mean, Clint? I don't understand. Anyway, I wanted to show you this video. I was waiting for you. I wanted to react to this video. So Nick Sartor, of course, he's got the siren and the braking, which is
braking.
I love it. I love it so much that everyone does it now. But he said, I just confronted Maxine Waters about the lies she's spewing and how she's encouraging violence against ICE agents. She even tried to have one of her goons call Capitol Police, but they sided with me. So the goon chased me and melted down. They can't help themselves. Old Maxine tried to evade me by taking pictures with AstroTurfed supporters, and it didn't work. But here's the rundown. She refused to condemn illegals getting taxpayer-funded healthcare. She refused to condemn rioters burning down Los Angeles. And she refused to condemn assaults on ICE agents. These are simple questions that she can't even answer. Why the hell do we pay these people's salaries anymore? And I wanted to share this video because I like Nick Sertor, and two, Maxine Waters looks like an absolute like goldfish out of water. Like she just she tries so hard because Nick Sertor is literally walking backwards, standing in front of her, and she's just looking at him clueless, like he's not there. It's weird. But here, let's see the clip.
Harass me,
dude. You tried to get the police on me.
I just have to ask you. It seems like you're advocating for millions of illegals to be paid their health care be paid for by taxpayers. Is that wrong? Because your constituents are having to pay for the health insurance of millions of illegals brought in by Joe Biden. Do you condemn that?
Just absolutely. He's not there. He doesn't exist.
No. Come on, it's a pretty easy question. You can condemn it. You can say yes, I do support it. I mean, your lack of an answer. Oh yeah, call the police on me for.
See, look, he's just trying to ask a question, and then this guy comes up and goes, "Officer." I like the clip though, because she's just staring right through him. Like, look at this here. She's clearly staring at him, but like he's not even there.
She looks like she has someone's face stitch on her.
That's what Melted said in the chat. She looks like she has on a skin suit.
Are we sure James Brown is dead, or did he just go trans?
Go trans. It's Maxine Waters now.
Ow! I feel good.
But what's called? So she's still ignoring him, and then she just starts taking pictures with people.
Asking a congresswoman a question. That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing.
That's fine.
No, it's okay. So I mean, can I get a quick answer to that question? Quick answer to that question. Do you support illegals getting taxpayer-funded health care?
You're my hero.
It's incredible. We pay these salaries.
Just like getting followed. Random person comes up, takes a selfie, and then she's like, "Oh, you know what? Let's just do a big group picture. Ignore this guy." And then it's weird. She does this weird group huddle.
Taxpayers pay the salaries, and we can't even get an answer to the question.
I think it does a jump cut here. Or he does a jump cut here in a second.
See, thank you. You tried, but it's not gonna work. I'm
Or
gonna
is it even a
continue
jump
to ask
cut?
questions, bud.
Oh yeah, there's the jump cut. So he jump cuts, and then they're in this weird circle. What are they saying?
Dude, you tried to call the police. What are you?
I don't even know what they're saying. They're saying like 4 or something. You know? Can you hear what they're
Hurrah!
saying? Like I don't know what they're saying.
Dude,
No,
you tried to call the police. What are you talking
can't.
about?
Just long as
Exactly,
you
you
don't
lost.
get
It didn't work.
Congresswoman.
All right, let's do a little bit of an easier one here at this point. How about condemning the violent riots in Los Angeles? Are you willing to do that at least? I mean, come on. We're talking about people that were setting buildings and cars on fire, assaulting ICE agents. Can we do that?
You know what I should have had pulled up? I should have had the clip of Maxine Waters telling people to get out and let politicians know that they're not welcome here, and then just play it side by side with this clip, and she's just like absolutely ignoring this guy. They're summoning an eldritch horror. I don't know about that. Either we need 4 or only 4. A dehydrated corpse of a goldfish is what Maxine Waters is. I long for a term limit so bad. I'm 32. There shouldn't be any politician in office for 30 plus years. I mean, yeah, I agree. But what if we got a George Washington in, right? And then you limit him by his term. Like he gets limited, term limited.
Interesting.
Is that a sacrifice we have to take, Joey?
It might be, but I don't know. Because then, like, if we have term limits, it's just so to me the odds of getting a good candidate are way lower than a bad candidate. So if we have term limits, then if we play the statistics, then it's going to fucking take even longer for us to get good candidates. Well, I mean, they already do DNC and RNC approved stamped fucking candidates anyway. So they're just going to have a machine that's going to churn out the same shit.
Yeah, and if they were limited in their terms, they wouldn't have to worry about getting reelected, and they can make better votes, you know. Be like, oh shit, I'm not going to be in here after this term or whatever. I should probably vote in my own interest.
Basically.
So anyway, I just want to play a little bit more of this.
Hold on, I gotta get something. Give me a minute.
He's got to go get something. I'm gonna play the rest of this.
You can keep playing it. I gotta do something.
All right, condemning. Yeah, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Yeah, you're right. That's probably not a good idea. Okay, all right. So not gonna condemn the violent riots in Los Angeles. This is amazing. This is the Democrat Party.
She won't even talk to him.
Now, harass me the same way you just want. We can disagree, but harass me.
Dude, you tried to get the police on me.
Between me and her.
That wasn't harassing. He was trying to ask an elected official some basic questions, and I feel like he was doing it in a very polite way. He wasn't even like blocking her path or anything. Drink water, Maddie. Dehydrated. That's the thing. Washington would never want to be in. That's the thing. Washington would never want to be in office for 30 years. That's what made him so good. That's true. That's true. And yeah, Maxine Waters is a bit of a walking corpse.
I ain't afraid of you. So harass me the way you just had harassed that lady. And the brother that's laughing about it, harass me. No.
Bro, you need to calm down.
Harass
me.
I dare you. Harass me the way you just harassed me.
He's so upset. For what?
You're the one that just chased me down, bro.
Me the way you just harassed her, bro. Harass me.
You'll be okay.
What harassment? There were just basic questions. You want him to ask you those questions?
You'll be okay. I see you walking away.
Huh?
Harass me the way you just harassed her.
Keep following me if you want to. You're the one that ran it. Dude, you ran from all the way over there after me.
I see you walking away.
All right, you can keep walking with me.
I see you walking away.
You can keep walking with me if you want to.
Harass me.
What are you talking
about?
about?
The way you just harassed that lady.
How about you? What are you even
can
talking
ask
about?
Any question you want. Just
I don't know who you.
So yeah, asking a question is harassment. That's what he just said. He said, harass me the way you just harassed her. You can ask any question you want.
Laura, why the fuck am I going to talk to you?
Harass
Who are you?
Me the way you harassed
Who
that
are
lady.
you?
Harass me the way you harassed
Are you going to tell?
Look, he's got like a little wiggle. He's harass me the way you harassed her.
Tell me who you are. Or are you just gonna stand here and? Okay, so we're not. All right, so
They make it easy to look dumb on camera. I know.
Keep walking with me if you want to. Okay. Well, you just ran from all the way over there, so.
I think repeating yourself 12 times, you know, is enough. I think they got the point across. Maybe the first 3 or 4. First time, maybe.
You want me to? Okay, are you gonna say anything productive? So you're not gonna tell me who you are.
Of course, he's making it
Come with
sexism.
me. Come with me, dude. You just ran like 100 yards to come get me.
He wants him to come stand back in front of him.
You want to?
You got no foreskin. Do you have a foreskin, man?
What is that guy saying? Wait, what did this guy say at the end?
Foreskin. Do you have a foreskin, man?
What? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what he's saying there, but you can make your own assumptions what that guy protesting is saying, because that sounded very inappropriate. Yo, what's up, Eternal Spartan? Of course he what's it called? Oh no, I already read those chats. I guess while we're waiting for Joey, I might as well, because Joey's still gone. I'm gonna do an ad read while Joey's gone. Let's see, what kind of ad read should we do for you guys? Because Joey's taking so long. What do we got? What do we got today for ads? We have 2 people watching us on YouTube. Those people watching us on YouTube should go over to Rumble. Have you ever thought about that? Just a thought. What is this? This is something called Blockbuster Health. Blockbusterhealth.com. Hey everyone, tired of paying outrageous prices for your medications while other countries pay a fraction of the cost? President Trump just signed an executive order to fix this problem, but why wait? Blockbusterhealth.com is already offering Americans these savings right now. We're talking up to 80% off the same exact medications you're already taking, same brand, same quality, just fair prices. Whether it's Ozempic, insulin, and other prescriptions, Blockbuster Health connects you directly with licensed pharmacies that offer international pricing, no middlemen, no markup, just honest prices. Call 1-888-350-1353 or visit blockbusterhealth.com. Americans shouldn't have to choose between their health and their wallet. Check it out. Okay, that's a new ad. I have never seen that ad before. I don't know. I guess check it out if you're interested. I know nothing about that. I just have what they give me. T-Bone, why are you on YouTube? You should be watching on Rumble. Where did Joey go? I don't know where Joey went. Joey does his own thing. I don't control Joey. You see how he's gone? He's gone. I don't control Joey. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to control Joey. But as far as this video, I'm not surprised. The Democrats don't like to cooperate. They don't like to answer questions. So I'm not surprised in the least. Rage Flowers, why are you telling me to try NordVPN? And then you told me to try ExpressVPN. Which one is it? Which one is it, huh? Is Rage Flowers even in the chat? I don't think he is. Let's see. What else do I have? I don't want to move on to the next story because Joey's not even here. Where the heck did Joey go? Tisk. Let's see. Well, while Joey's... Yeah, and hello, T-Bone. I think Joey fell in. Did you see Hassan doxed a viewer on stream and treated... I'm assuming you mean threatened. Kill someone with a gun in his hand. Oh, wow. I mean, Melted, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in the least that Hassan did that, but no, I didn't. I did not do that. Perhaps there was an article written about it. Let's see. Hassan Piker. Are there any articles written about Hassan Piker? Let's see. Hassan Piker. No, I don't see any articles about it. Yeah, I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised. Okay, Joey's taking too long. I guess I'm gonna move on. Let's see. What other stories do I have? Okay, that's an important one. I don't know how much Joey wants to talk about that. I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing, which is going through Yahoo News, because Joey's not here. And the stories that I have, I want to talk about them with him. Look at this, guys. He left. You know what we could do is just send in Rumble rants calling Joey a queer. I will read them when he gets back. I'll be like, here, Joey, we had these Rumble rants for you calling you a queer, and I'll read them off to him. Or even just chats. Chats work too. Just we'll have a list of chats talking about Joey being a queer. 9 followers away. Let's get this man his goal. Yeah, I'm trying to hit 550. I lowered the goal because I wanted it to be more achievable, you know. What did you link me? He broke 3 Twitch rules in 30 seconds, and 2 of them are permaban. Yeah, but he's not gonna get banned, though. Melted. Quick vid on it, Tyler. Let's see. How quick is the vid? This is 12 minutes. You're gonna have to give me a timestamp if I'm gonna play this. I need a timestamp, good sir. I can't just play it. Let's see. Mexican boxer Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was arrested by ICE for deportation, federal officials say. This seems like... Well, I don't know if Joey pays attention to boxing. Famed Mexican boxer Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has been arrested for entering the United States illegally and will be deported to Mexico, where he faces organized crime charges, U.S. federal officials said Thursday. The arrest came only days after the former middleweight champion lost a match against Jake Paul in Anaheim, California. Wow. Dude, you lose to Jake Paul and then you get fucking deported? Wait, okay, I missed this. I absolutely missed this. That's hilarious. So, the 39-year-old boxer was picked up by a large number of federal agents while he was riding a scooter in front of his home in Studio City. According to Chavez's attorney, attorney Michael Goldstein, the current allegations are outrageous and simply another headline to terrorize the community. Many people across Southern California are on edge as the immigration arrests have ramped up, prompting protests and the federal deployment of National Guard troops. Yeah, we already know about the LA riots. Goldstein didn't know where Chavez was being detained as of Thursday morning, but said they were due in court Monday related to gun possession charges from last year and were to provide an update on his progress and a substance abuse program. The Department of Homeland Security said Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers detained Chavez for overstaying a tourist visa that expired on February 2024 after he entered the country in August 2023. So he's overstayed his visa over a year and a half. So yeah, man, you overstayed your visa over a year and a half. That's on you, bro. That's what happens. Frankly, Margaret, I don't care. Well, Matt Stork, you just got here. So, do you even know what we're talking about, sir? U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services flagged ICE about Chavez last year, saying he is an egregious public safety threat, and yet he was allowed back into the country January 4th. The agency said, interesting.
I'm sorry, I had a lot of pizza last night.
Oh, you got stuck in the toilet, did you?
Yeah, I pulled a Tyler. I lied. I said I was smoking weed, but I was really taking a shit.
There you go. Well, I did both. But anyway, what's it called? So I just found this story while scrolling through Yahoo News. I know you don't pay attention to boxing, but so the Jake Paul fight just happened.
I pay attention to boxing. What kind of fucking lies is this? Lies and slander.
Okay, well, so Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He just got picked up by a deportation. ICE.
Really?
Yeah, he lost his fight to Jake Paul, and he just got picked up by ICE. He's overstayed a visa by over a year and a half.
How was he able to fight then?
I don't know. I just read right as you got back that U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services flagged ICE about Chavez last year, saying that he was an egregious public safety threat, but he was allowed back into the country January 4th, even though his visa expired February 2024.
That's a little ridiculous. He's not an egregious public safety threat.
Well, someone flagged that, but so he was flagged as a safety threat, and he was allowed back in. So he left the country at some point, and he was allowed back in earlier this year.
Yeah, because he's a fucking professional fighter.
And yes, T-Bone, I see you in the chat. Hello, I see you, T-Bone.
I don't know. Are we arresting like? I think this is something Joe Rogan brought up. Like, are we arresting? Is the priority on arresting fucking gang members and the violent people, or are we just gonna like buff the numbers up by arresting the non-quote violent people? Because like, there's a difference to me.
Maybe Mad Stork can answer this, but what percentage of the illegal immigrants have committed subsequent violent crimes? I would imagine that it's not a high percentage.
I gotta be honest though, like fucking Chavez is just a fucking. I mean, he used to be a drug addict, but like he's just a boxer. I mean,
I'm still on the side, and I spoke about it with my stepfather. I'm on the side of deporting all of them. I don't care if they've been here.
Listen, I get it, but like, I hope they don't go the route of we're gonna just start deporting the easier targets just so we can say that we're deporting a lot of them instead of getting the actual. Because there should be a priority between.
Oh, definitely. We should prioritize the violent ones and the gang members and the criminals cartel. Yeah.
If we got rid of 99% of the illegal immigrants that were quote non-violent and we left the non-violent ones, it would be much worse than if we got rid of all the non-violent ones and left the 99% that are non-violent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but think about it this way. If we go after all of the non-violent ones and we have more, and then by the sheer fact of getting rid of the non-violent ones, it displaces the percentage of violent ones, increasing it, then they would have more to campaign on in the midterms.
Mad Stork linked me to about like 20 stories. So on my show, we'll talking about everything he linked me to.
Oh, good. Is it because you said there's no news? Because there's a ton of news.
Yeah, I said it's a slow news day, Mad Stork. You
No,
got
it's
anything
not.
for me?
No, it's not. I don't think it is. What's called? And then, I mean, even Melted sent us this story. I don't know how much you follow Hassan Piker, everything he does. But Melted said to watch this video. He said to jump to the 3-minute mark. Let's see.
I don't understand wires, man.
See the community reaction. And then we're going to show you what Hassan's best buddy did, Mike from PA.
That's fine. I think that's fine. So if a guy pays for my tab,
I think I'm getting your attention. I feel like I touched
What the fuck?
vampire touching holy water.
can I help you?
That just feels good. Oh my god. Yeah. It just feels good.
What did you just do?
Let's watch this right here.
Stop Zoran Mamdani from becoming the mayor. What would your message to them be?
My message would be
Open prison.
Once again, I would like to say this is another classic Hassan stream of him reacting to CNN
Wait, what am I? What was there, Melted?
Yeah, what are we fucking? This
You
like
said 3 minutes.
streamception.
That was a terrible fucking timestamp.
I will never take anything from Melted. ever
Yeah,
again,
I'm not
so-
taking. I'm not taking it from you again, Melted. Sorry, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Stalled. He's just trying to throw. He's just trying to throw the show off the rails.
Yeah.
The point of him trying to bring that up. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck is this? There was nothing. It was not. That's what that was. It was terrible. Anyway.
Who's a better teammate in Repo, Melted or Gino?
God, don't fucking ask me that. I'd probably say Melted still. I finally brain ninja Tyler's head out of never being a slow news day. Your duty is to convince 5 other people, Tyler. Pay it forward.
What?
Well, Mad Stork. Okay, so Mad Stork, you're welcome to come up here because maybe you haven't heard Joey and I say this yet. But here, look, even this right here. Scrolling through this, there's a lot of stories that you send us that we can't elaborate on or go further with, if that makes sense. And thank you guys. We hit our like goal. You guys are fucking awesome. I love it. I love that sound effect. Wait. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it again. Wait. You guys get it again. But bam. I love that sound effect. All right. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like goal. That's awesome. But anyway. So as I was saying, there's a lot of stories that we can't elaborate on, and what Joey and I do, we like to take stories that are sort of a jumping off point for us to have further discussion on. But when you see stories, I don't know, there's certain stories that you see in the news or that you sometimes send us, and it's like, oh, that's really interesting. I can't go any further with that. Like that's where it ends. You read the title or you read the story, and then I can't add to it. I'm not a newscaster. I'm trying to be like I'm trying to commentate. I'm trying to expand upon ideas in relation to the news. You have anything to add on that, Joey?
I want to discuss things that I want to fucking like talk about. Like I don't want to discuss like some fucking random fucking like, oh, and then this week in fucking Ohio, this thing happened, and I'm just gonna go, oh, okay, wow, cool. Anyway, next story.
So, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the.
Oh, I don't eat meat, so could you replace that with
Let's get to the
Impossible
tofu
meat?
and
Can we get
potatoes
to
of
the
this.
Can we get to the tofu? Oh, I don't do potatoes either. Sometimes they have dairy in them. So can we get to the tofu and rice of the situation?
So we've had debate upon this on the Timcast Discord, on your show, on my show. Everyone's had debates on this. And the Supreme Court has ruled, and this kind of slipped under my nose. I didn't fucking see this all week. But the Supreme Court has upholded Texas law aimed at blocking kids from seeing pornography online. And with this ruling, it now allows all states to basically enact laws requiring age verification for this stuff. And I know there's fierce debate about your online privacy, your right to anonymity, and stuff like that. But I am fully on the side of this debate in regards to having age verification for adult content online. I don't think kids should have access to it. They're going to have access to it regardless, but I'm for limiting it however we can. I don't know what is exactly Texas doing. How does their system? I want to know how they do the age verification process.
Does anybody know? Does anyone watch porn? Who lives in Texas that watches porn?
I'm in California and I don't ever watch porn, so it wouldn't matter either way.
Sure, buddy. But anybody in Texas or one of these states that watches porn ferociously? I know Druid Flames in Nebraska. Do they have this in Nebraska? I mean, this is why I said there has to be like something. There should be some sort of we should lock all of Congress in a fucking room until they come up with some sort of internet fucking amendment thing, because a lot of things are gray areas. There's no fucking gray area here with the internet. Like, these are uncharted fucking waters. Like, it's really hard to figure out what we're supposed to do about some of these things. And
sorry, I was just gonna say, I honestly think, because I agree with you, Joey, I honestly think this is one of those things that we're just gonna have to do it and modify it as we go. But we're at a point now where we need to clamp it down. Like children shouldn't be having access to this shit. A lot of the shit online. They shouldn't have access to a lot of shit online, and especially places like Twitter. Elon Musk even allows kids on there. They supposedly allow up to a certain age, but they don't verify. And then even then, if you are the minimum age, it's under 18, and they have a lot of pornography on there if you want to look for it.
Mm-hmm. It is tough. People are like, oh, well, what about my rights? My rights of privacy or whatever. And it's like, okay. First of all, you haven't had those rights of privacy in a very long time, so I don't know.
The same people that say, but my rights of privacy are they're the same exact fucking people, Joey. That'll be like, oh, but my TikTok.
My TikTok.
But my TikTok. But I need to keep my TikTok.
My TikTok.
And I talked about a story yesterday that got covered up because it would have contradicted the sitting FBI director. But the FBI has evidence that China used data collected through TikTok to make fake driver's licenses to alter the results of the 2020 election.
Matt Stork, the sophist that he is, says these are not uncharted waters. They have age ID verification in other countries. We're not other countries, though. We have these things called like the constitutional rights that other countries don't fucking have.
Yeah,
freedom of speech, and so there's a delicate balance. I'm talking about uncharted waters in the sense of our fucking founding document. It's uncharted waters because people will say I have the right to privacy on the internet, and then there's that question of, well, kids can easily access the internet, so what the fuck do we do from there?
Yeah, because, and Tim's brought it up many times. If you have an adult store that is just constantly letting children in, that store is going to get shut down, and that guy should and probably would face legal consequences. So why is it that when it's a brick and mortar store that has adult content in it, if they were to let children in it, they face all these repercussions, but all of a sudden you're running a website that doesn't fully verify and children can just access it whenever, all of a sudden they're fine. It doesn't make sense on that double standard. Just because it's an online platform doesn't give them the right to allow children access to these things. What's the chat saying? T-Bone's in the chat. Matt Stork said to age verify the corn, you'd have to age verify for browsing the internet. They use the state-issued ID, I believe. These are not uncharted waters. They have been ID verifying age in other countries for a decade plus. The Texas age verification law requires companies to delete personal info after verifying the age. This includes things like tracking info, etc. Essentially, they snuck a privacy law into it. So I mean,
Okay.
but if that's how it works, then yeah, that's how I believe it should work. You verify their age, you verify their ID. Once it's verified, delete the info.
Yes, that's fine. But I just mean overall on the internet, like, you don't have to fucking verify anything to go on Twitter. You just type in your favorite corn star name on Twitter and have at it.
Well, and that's why Matt Stork said we'd have to age verify the entire internet. So how do we get around that? Either we age verify the entire internet, or we make it incumbent upon the browsers and the owners of these websites to police that stuff. Basically, we would have to make two versions of the internet. The safe version that anyone can access, and then the private version you access after an ID.
The dark web.
So it's a hard question to answer. I don't know the actual answer to it, but I think we need to start pushing things forward. I think we're waiting too long sitting on our hands like, oh, but if we do that, then this will happen, and we just keep allowing access.
I can't wait for the scenario in which somebody is just frantically horny and they fucking go to a porn site and they have to put their ID shit in all of a sudden, and they're sitting there fucking all erect and they just trying to put their stuff in and just maybe it just doesn't go through on the first try and they just get so frustrated.
Oof. I mean, it's very likely that it would happen, right? But so if you're
motherfucker with his underwear at his ankles, just fucking walking back and forth to his wallet.
The Texas age verification law requires companies to delete personal info after verifying age. This includes things like tracking info. Okay, so I already read that one. Bush said, I don't think it's about their rights. It's about the inability to enforce for everything. things will make their way around. Sure, and you know, we have laws for murder and all kinds of things, and people find their way around it. That doesn't mean you don't have those laws.
Go back to that vid, Tyler. It's the 4-minute mark. No, it's too late.
Yeah, I'm not trusting you again.
It's too late, Melted. You had your chance.
I gave you your. I'm not trusting you again. We already gave the story, and even then, Melted, I don't want that shown on my stream because then that puts me at risk. Because I'm not Hassan, I don't get special treatment. I have that crap on my stream, I could get hit. So, I really don't even want to show it.
I'm Tyler. That puts me at risk.
Oh, wait, Matt Stork sent in a Rumble rant to make sure we read it. He said, no, they have to delete all personally identifying info after verification. Your digital fingerprint is removed from the company. You legit have more privacy after visiting.
Pornhub.
Interesting. So, yeah, Pornhub or whatever. Yeah, and that's how I would want the law to work. But the issue is, would we have to do that for every site? I guess
but black
would,
people
right?
don't know how to get ID.
Black people can't get IDs.
That means they won't be able to watch
access to
porn
porn for black people.
That's not fair. Wait, hold on. They don't even have access to porn because they don't know how to use the internet. What are we even worried about then?
Thank you so much, by the way, Matt Stork, for the Rumble rant. But
yes,
he said, I'm about to make my run.
Ticket to go to the West Virginia event.
He's about to make his run to pick up his wife. And he said, I agree. Bush said, I agree with that. I'm just saying it's going to be extremely difficult. Yeah, no, that's what we're saying too, Bush. We don't think it'll fully answer. We don't have the full answer, but it's one of those things where like you just kind of have to do it and then figure it out along the way.
I can't wait for kids to steal their parents' computers just to use it.
Right.
And then the government's like,
Maddie's
we're going to need a retinal scan. We're going to need a retinal scan.
Maddie's clipping me.
Oh. Well, at least you clip something.
And to talk about the August event for Tim Pool, T-Bone and everyone else going to that. I hope you guys have a wonderful time because I'm not making it.
Come on, T-Bone, Briley the troops. Try to get Tyler there. Just $10.
I'm not making
everybody.
it, dude. I barely got anything. I got so much less from Rumble Premium than I
from
thought
everybody. I would. Listen, T-Bone's got all. Listen, he's got a whole different beast behind them. If they just contribute $10 a piece, we can do this.
I'm just saying, I do not have the funds to go fly
Me and Tyler
out to
can
Virginia.
huddle on a bench somewhere. Cuddle. We can cuddle on a bench somewhere together. We can fucking
I do not have
become
the funds.
meth addicts.
All of the money that I make from this channel goes to bills and more stuff for better content. Like I bought a camera. I bought like new wires and stuff for some of my stuff that were getting broken. I bought a new monitor recently.
Rich, he could probably help you out here.
No, I'm just saying, like I don't make a lot of money. I'll get Tyler's Timcast ticket.
No, the plane ticket is the more important part. I can get him the Timcast ticket. It's the plane ticket.
The plane ticket's the hard one, yeah. The Timcast ticket's like $30, isn't it?
Yeah, like the plane ticket for him
it would be the plane ticket and like staying somewhere or maybe travel.
You don't need to worry about staying somewhere. That's
Tyler. I don't.
That can be arranged.
Tyler, I don't might get in trouble. Also, Tyler, N-word. Yeah, I would say the N-word right now if I wasn't on YouTube. Point being, I'm on YouTube.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm on YouTube.
What up, my diggers?
I'm a magger all the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah. See, the problem is if you were to leave on Friday and go back Sunday, it'd be $351 for a plane ticket.
Yeah. So I don't have. Even if it was like $100, I just don't have the money. I have so many things I need to take care of. My car has its fucking check engine light on, and it's got a bunch of issues I need to fucking deal with.
T-Bone, you keep saying we get in the house, but I've asked you if I'm allowed to stay, and you're like, I don't know. So what's it matter what you guys are getting if you don't let us stay?
Tyler, you should smuggle me back to Cali. Why would you want to come back to Cali?
I'm going back to Cali.
Back to Cali. YouTube can ban you for stuff you say not on their platform. Yes, but I don't need to increase my chances by saying it on their platform.
Tyler, today news banned by YouTube. I'm sure you can stay. Well, I don't. No offense to you, T-Bone. I'm not going to trust your word on that. You got to get it from your boss.
Yeah, I'm not going to trust your word on that either. I'm not going to end up on a park bench somewhere. But again, I don't have the money to go. I don't. If I had the money to go, I would. But the other issue with that is that it's very close to my girlfriend's birthday. So her birthday's on the 9th.
Vacation. I'll ask the
Vacation.
boss. Why are you putting ...
But
like
then
you're
that's
asking
2
Don
plane
Corleone
tickets,
or some
Joey.
shit?
That's 2. I really can't afford 2 fucking plane
Just
tickets.
smuggle her in your butt.
I'm sorry, I didn't know we were
Anyway,
playing South
moving
Park
on.
Stick of Truth.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
You'll ask I love it. I'll ask the boss like he's going to fucking Don Corleone.
Yeah, I didn't know we were looking for
Don
the Snoop.
Corleone. Joey Cannoli from the rival family asked if he could stay at the compound.
Jesus. He said, I'll ask the boss. I hate flying back home. I mean, dislike. Oh, you don't hate, you just dislike.
She hates flying.
So anyway, back to the age verification law. So in June 2023, House Bill 1181 was passed in Texas, making it mandatory for adult websites to employ rigorous age verification processes to ensure users over 18. This law applies to online publishers whose content includes more than 1/3 of sexual material harmful to minors, requiring age verification through government-issued ID. Initially blocked in August 2023, a U.S. District Court judge found potential First Amendment violations and issued a preliminary injunction. However, a 2-1 decision made in March 2024, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit ruled in favor of the law, deeming it crucial for preventing minors access to explicit content. Failure to comply may result in hefty fines and penalties for adult content publishers, including potential harm compensation if minors are exposed due to non-compliance. Imagine that. Imagine your kid gets access to porn when they shouldn't, and then you're like, my kid was harmed by this. Pornhub, pay my child.
Pay my child now.
Pay my child harm fees.
Yeah, pay my child because he's. No, I'm not gonna say that. Nope.
He saw a massive cock.
Nope. That's not where I was going, Tyler. That's not where I was going.
Why is Pornhub blocking access to their site from Texas? So yeah, Pornhub has been blocking access to. So if you're in Texas, unless you use a VPN, maybe. But that's also the issue, right? Is what if kids just use a VPN?
Pornhub's such a mid site too. It's like you can find better porn sites than
mainstream.
Pornhub.
So mainstream.
It's so. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro.
So mainstream, so vanilla. So
yeah, so vanilla. Like they got these ads before you watch. Like who wants to watch it? Imagine you getting all greased up and shit, and then you just gotta watch a 10-second ad. It's like, oh my god, boner killing, bro.
So Pornhub's decision to suspend services in Texas stems from the law's requirement, obviously. But why would Pornhub care about children, or why would Pornhub care about an age verification law? All they have to do is have an age verification specifically for Texas and then not do it for other areas. Why just block access? And the answer is they want children to have access. The
whole reason why all this age verification started in the first place is because Pornhub wants children to watch their stuff because they got some content creators that probably have children as part of their content.
Well, yeah, and that's been a massive controversy from Pornhub.
That's why the
Pornhub
parents
for a long time.
Parents want their kids to get paid their due. No.
I mean, Joe Rogan's had people that have investigated this on his show multiple times, and they've talked about they've gone on Joe Rogan and talked about how like Pornhub at one point removed like 60-70% of their content because it was related to human trafficking or child abuse.
Yeah, I mean, think about all those fucking sites that all those things that probably go overseas and like fucking take advantage of poor women in other countries and just pay them fucking
how many people are you watching that don't have consent?
Yeah, I mean, they have consent, but they're essentially their living conditions are such shit that they're basically being persuaded to ruin their fucking innocence. So,
Maddie keeps clipping us
at home could wax their carrot into some stuff.
So criticism of the Texas age verification law. So these are the criticisms of it, Joey. The First Amendment infringement. Critics argue that the law infringes upon consumers and content creators' First Amendment rights by imposing stringent age verification measures. The law places undue restrictions on access to legal adult content, potentially limiting freedom of expression and access to information. So, Joey, how do you feel about that argument? If someone comes to you, because you seem like you're in support of the age verification stuff. If someone came to you and said, it's against my First Amendment to have age verification on this stuff, what would your counter argument be?
Well, if this is a lefty saying this to me, I'll be like, well, can I just have a 15-year-old buy guns then?
Yeah, if children if children can have access to porn, children can have access to guns for sure, right?
I'll make that fucking trade off.
I don't know if I'd make that trade. I think guns are more important than pornography, and I think they're a lot. I would make the argument that they're far safer.
My point is we already have age. We have an age. Why am I hearing myself doubled?
I don't know why you hear yourself. I'm not sure why you hear double. Well, now you're just muted.
Oh yeah, I just hear myself doubled. I don't know why.
The stream doesn't.
You know what it probably is I don't have my mic muted, and yeah, okay, I didn't have my mic muted. Nope, that's not the problem either. Okay, wow, what are we doing here? Hello. Still hear myself. Okay.
36 heads in this room and only 12 likes. Go thumbs up the video.
Yeah,
guys.
what kind of ratio is that?
No, that's a pretty good ratio. I appreciate everyone in the chat.
Everyone should like it.
No, don't listen to Joey. I mean, everyone should like
All right,
it, but
fine,
only
don't
if
like
I earned
it, everyone.
Only if I earned it. If I didn't earn the like, then don't like the stream. I'm just saying.
He's earned the like. He's Tyler Today News.
I am Tyler Today News, guys. If you want to,
like the channel,
I added a new graphic over by Joey. All right, I didn't get I'm not getting paid by Rumble as much as I thought I would. So if you guys want to continue to support the channel, I really do greatly appreciate it.
Rumble's trying to Jew us out of money.
They did Jew me out of money this month a little bit. I'm wondering if it'll be better. I don't, I could just be wait and see. But I'm wondering if it's because of their concerns about bots and the new requirement that they gave a lower payout.
Is going to help. Yeah, I think we'll be all right with the new requirement.
Well, no, new requirement. I'm fine. I'm saying I'm wondering if.
I'm saying I think that's why they added the new requirement, because then they're going to be able to categorize better.
Yeah. So I'm hoping with the new requirement, this next payout is better, because maybe they're just trying to weed out some of these people that have a bunch of bots that watch them, like those 24-hour streams that we watch.
5 comments.
Yeah, those 24-hour streams that we watch. I feel like those are going to take a hit now, which good.
Yeah. Tyler's all against 24-hour streams now.
No, I'm talking about the ones that aren't even live.
You mean the 24/7 channels, not 24-hour streams.
Yeah, the 24/7 channels. Those things.
Those are annoying.
But yeah, no, this is not a First Amendment infringement. If saying this is a First Amendment infringement is like saying it's a First Amendment infringement to for me to go out in public nude, or I should be able to have a business where everyone inside is naked and children are allowed to enter. And if you don't allow me to do that, you're infringing on my First Amendment rights.
Eternal Spartan says it here.
That's the argument. It's fucking stupid.
Spartan says it here. Limited pool, more creators equals less money.
Yes.
20 chatters equals eliminate smaller creators that don't pull in ads for them. Yeah. So we should be good this month.
Exactly. He said, I can see this becoming an adult version of YouTube. The creators make content on an insane schedule just to make the platform money while getting pennies for the efforts to make content. I can see this becoming an adult version of YouTube.
What, Pornhub or Rumble?
Yeah, are you talking about Rumble? Or I think he's talking about Rumble. I could see this becoming an adult version of YouTube. The creators make content on an insane schedule. Oh, okay. He's talking about Pornhub. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, we had a bit of a crosstalk there. And then I said Pornhub just wants to rub on your face and sue you for shafting their
chafing their sack.
Yep. Well, I mean,
had a point to make that. I can't remember. Thanks.
Well, we were talking about the First Amendment, the age verification stuff.
Yeah. You know, when you go buy a video game, if it's fucking rated M, you can't buy that shit. So can I argue that's against my First Amendment rights? Like, if they want kids to be allowed on the internet and watch porn, then I should be able to roll up into a fucking GameStop and buy a goddamn GTA 5.
Yeah, then Rockstar should be making the argument that their R-rated game, Grand Theft Auto, should be allowed to be sold to children.
Yeah, you should be able to see an R-rated movie all by yourself because it limits free speech. Like, how is this any different?
Yeah, if it's a First Amendment infringement to have age requirements on adult content online, then it's a First Amendment infringement to withhold the video games from children. It's the same argument. Rockstar should make the exact same argument. But I wouldn't agree with the argument. I'm just saying it's the same thing.
I would make the argument that they should just get rid of it. Like, honestly, like, got to be either we're going to be like all or nothing on this shit. You can't say that we want, because essentially we all know that the left wants kids to, be able to consent so they can fucking diddle them.
How about this? Just ban porn.
Well, that's not going to happen either, because then you're going to see. I disagree with banning porn, because if you do that, then you're going to actually the black market is going to be even more dangerous. So I'd rather have it around in this way than have it around in that way. Don't separate trials based on age. All children can be tried as an adult if children can be allowed to access everything the same as adults. Or libs can stop pushing porn on children. Well, they don't want to do that because they want to.
Well, that's the point, right? And that's why
that
I
on my
brought up the
stream.
argument. They make First Amendment arguments for allowing adult content online because they're the same people that will go and have these pride parades where naked men are walking around, or naked people in general are walking around. They're fully fine with this becoming normal, and it shouldn't.
With their glittered, bedazzled cocks.
Yeah, children should. It should not be normalized to have children having access to adult content. We should keep that away from them until they're ready, around high school age, which is when they have what's called, sex ed and stuff.
Yeah, but either we get rid of like these fucking movies shouldn't be rated anything, video games shouldn't be rated anything. Either we're all like, you can't like just pick and choose random fucking things that you want.
Breaking news. Eternal Spartan has just gifted 1 subscription to Tyler Today News.
And Melted was the recipient of that.
And we hit a goal. Hell yeah. Look at that, Melted. Oh wait, Melted, now you have access. Guys, we have these premium emotes right here that you can only use if you're a part of the subscriptions. Wait, here,
He
let's
said the goal was annoying him.
Who?
Spartan. He's like, he just saw it as 14 out of 15. And he's like, I must.
It was sitting at 14 out of 15 for a while, so I do thank you for that, because now I'm gonna up it to 20.
Yeah, mine was at 12 out of 15. Now it's dropped to 7 because people's memberships lapsed. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know where the 14 is from. That's got to go away at some soon.
Probably in a few weeks it'll probably.
Yeah, 'cause I know someone gifted me a bunch of them. Up the goal or no one will care. Yeah, I know. I upped it. There you go. Same thing for the light goal. Oh crap, we hit the light goal. Wait. I gotta blow someone's eardrums out again.
That's what Clint Klein said. He's like, I must be prepared for Tyler's stream, and I'm like, T-Bone wasn't that loud, was he?
I guess he was. You said you could hear him from the kitchen.
I know. I was just joshing.
I'm getting the light goal, buddy. I'm getting the light goal. I know. I just noticed it. That's why I played the sound effect. There we go. Fixed. We're good. Look at that, guys. All right, we got. So we need 5 more for the new goal for the supporters that do the gifted subscriptions. We're $6 away from the next Rumble Rant goal, and we're 5 away from the light goal as well. And then still, we need 9 more followers, 550, and then I'm gonna up it to 600 after that. And then from 600, I'll probably do 750. I'll do a big jump from there, and then from 750, do a big one, 1,000. I want to go from 750 to 1,000. But anyway,
you can get to 1,000 by next week if you work hard. If you pick yourself up by the bootstrap.
If I pick myself up by the bootstraps, invest all the money I just got into better equipment.
You got to get the best camera, Tyler.
I do.
The best camera. You need to get the best mustache. You need to get the best microphone.
Yes, Sean. All of those people should be arrested. Trump's DOJ should look at videos of pride festivals, identify those people, and arrest them. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing. So what are the other arguments for the age verification law? So the First Amendment one, we both agree is just a ridiculous argument. One of the primary criticisms revolves around consumer privacy. The law mandates users to disclose sensitive information, including government-issued IDs, raising concerns about its protection. Once submitted, users may feel apprehensive about their personal data and how it ends up, and how third-party verification companies handle it. The lack of regulation regarding the retention and deletion of this data exacerbates these concerns, leaving users vulnerable to potential misuse of their information. Well, I, for one, believe that not just adult content platforms, but all contents should be deleting your personal information after, 10 minutes after you leave the site. They should not be holding on to this stuff. Why are they holding on to it? No one should be holding on to your personal data. They don't need to. But the reason they do is because they sell it to advertisers.
Yep.
So
Or China.
again, consumer privacy concerns. The only reason this is a concern is because we don't already have laws in place that should affect the internet as a whole, not just adult content websites. Why do we have any site like Facebook, for example, that will just save years of your data? Why? Like, we should have laws preventing that. And not just for adult content sites. I mean, how do you feel about that, Joe? We should just have blanket laws preventing that, right?
Ban everything.
Ban everything. You weren't listening, were you?
No.
I'm talking about having laws that are just blanket internet-wide that prevent websites from storing personal data.
Say it again.
What are you doing? Are you playing a game?
Somebody messaged me. I'm reading something. I'm not
Fucker.
playing a game. See, look, the controller's right here. Not playing a game.
Okay, what I'm saying is that all websites... You listening?
Yes, all websites.
All websites. Are you following? All websites should be barred from saving personal data.
Saving personal data. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, not just adult websites. So they're saying that this is directly affects adult websites, but there should just be a blanket law.
You just ask the yes or no questions. That's all you do.
Sorry, I was just a yes no question. I'm sorry, you weren't listening. Maybe it would have been quicker.
I'm trying to verify something. Hold on.
Creator censorship and accessibility. We already hit on creator censorship and accessibility. We made that argument. We made the counter argument with the gun, or not the gun, the gaming industry. Data security risk. Again, that I already addressed that with the law. There should be a blanket law that prevents companies from saving your data. Then there wouldn't be data security risk, because if they're not saving your data, there's nothing to access. Alternative verification methods. Yeah, there's multiple ways that they could verify your data, but you know, again, like I was saying earlier in the show, this is just one of those things that we're just gonna have to figure out along the way. How did I get here? Oh, when did I click on that? Okay, I don't know when I clicked on that. The majority opinion, authored by Justice Clarence Thomas, found the measure didn't seriously restrict adults' free speech rights. Adults have the right to access free speech, to access speech obscene only to minors, but adults have no First Amendment right to avoid age verification, he wrote. And wait, okay, so let me read that again. So Clarence Thomas, in his majority opinion, he said adults have the right to access speech obscene only to minors, but adults have no First Amendment right to avoid age verification, he wrote. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Adults have the right to access things that would be obscene to minors, but adults do not have the right to adults do not have the right to avoid age verification. I agree. Let's see, what are we talking about in the chat? Joe Bob, you are 1,000% going to the event, right?
I bought a ticket for the event, and Kevin said he's going to come too, so I might just drive. Well, I'm not going to drive. I might sit in his passenger seat.
So it looks like that's a pretty good yes. Sean said yes. Clint said yeah. I turned my earbuds down. I was ready this time. Sorry, Clint. I don't know what it is. You know what it is, Clint? I listened to the Quiet Part Pod, and it is far too quiet. I can't listen to it on my computer. And same thing with Joey's show. Some days I can't listen to Joey's show on my computer because his audio is too damn low. So I boost my shit.
Audio is not low.
It is.
I can't tell if it's low or not because it fucking doesn't sound low to me.
I know it doesn't sound low to you. I'm not saying it's entirely your fault. I'm just saying that's why my audio is so loud, because I'd rather people just turn me down to the lowest setting than have to turn me up all the way and not hear me.
If someone has a fix for me as to why my fucking Windows keeps literally lowering my fucking interface volume, I would love to know, because I've literally went through every suggestion from Grok. I've double-checked everything. I've done everything in OBS. I've done everything on the fucking interface. It just keeps fucking lowering it. I gotta like manually fucking raise it every time, and then it progressively lowers
so
it.
Fishy brings up an excellent point. He said, gotta have an ID to get a gun, a library card, and a insurance for your car, buying super glue, cigarettes, booze, video games, but not for voting and adult content.
Am I low right now?
You left out alcohol there. Oh no, you said booze. Never mind, you said booze. So yeah, no, you listed you could also what's it called? You need an ID to join the military. But you don't need you need an ID to go join the military and fight in wars, but you don't need an ID to look at some pussy.
Hey. Oh, unless you're doing it in person.
True. But I think that brings up other legal concerns.
I guess it's like Plato's cave. It's like Plato's cave. It's like, well, it's not actually the thing. You're seeing a projection on the wall. So is it really pussy?
So in a dissent, Justice Elena Kagan wrote that the court should have used a higher legal standard in weighing whether the law creates a free speech problem for adults. Quote, I would demand that Texas show more to ensure it is not undervaluing the interest in free expression, she wrote. Demand Texas show more to ensure it's not undervaluing the interest in free expression. I don't know what that means. Pornhub, one of the world's busiest websites, has stopped operating in several states, including Texas, citing the technical and privacy hurdles in complying with the laws. Texas's Attorney General Ken Paxton, a Republican, celebrated the ruling. Companies have no right to expose children to pornography and must institute reasonable age verification measures. The decision could pave the way for more states to adopt similar laws as one of several steps to prevent children from being exposed to pornography, the Group National Center on Sexual Exploitation said. So, when can we get federal legislation? Do you think Democrats, or not Democrats, do you think Republicans would write up a bill for federal legislation on age verification for this shit, Joey? Or is that a pipe dream?
No, they would never do that because they need to have boogie. It's one of the boogeymen they have to.
Oh, it's one of the boogeymen. Texas did it though.
No. Well, that's state level. It's very different than federal.
Let's see. Melted said you're going to see a lot more websites get rid of some of the free trials, the way a lot of them subsidize free options by selling your data. Right. Yeah, you get all these free trials and all this free stuff, all these free websites, and it's because you're the product. Sean's Eye View, banning storing of personal data might make auto paying online illegal. Ooh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Quiet Part Pod is the only one that is constantly very low. Or consistently very low.
Constantly
consistently. G-Nels wants to know whose pussy it is. And then Clint said, but you guys are good, I get it. Sean is gambling. He said, woo. Let's see. He tried to steal from G-Nels. We are officially the two poorest in the chat. Jeez. Anyway, well, what time are we at? Okay, we got about 20 minutes. Okay, let's go through this a little bit more. Allison Bowden, its executive director, called the ruling disastrous. She said that minors have already found ways to find sexual content online despite the law and its massive chilling effect on adults. Guys, they're already accessing pornography. Why are you blocking us for giving them access? This is ridiculous, Joey. Why is it that they can get access in other ways, but we can't give them access to it?
They're already gonna do it, man.
You know, guys, the cartels are getting fentanyl through. Might as well just open the border. The age verification requirements fall on websites that have a certain amount of sexual material, rather than search engines or social media sites that can be used to find it. See, I agree with that, though. Social media and search engines should both be beholden to that. If someone starts searching up stuff that could result in adult content, they need to be ID'd. If I go to Google and I start looking up pornography in the search engine, they should absolutely be IDing me. It shouldn't be incumbent upon just the websites themselves.
Websites.
Joey's not listening again. He's reading. Okay, Joey, I understand. You're making big plans.
The whole internet needs to be policed. So do video games. Every time you sign onto your video game, we need to do ID verification. Every time you play an immature game.
I agree, yes.
That would be a fucking pain in the ass.
Texas argues that technology has improved significantly in the last 20 years, allowing online platforms to easily check users' ages with a quick picture. Those requirements are more like ID checks in brick and mortar adult stores that were upheld by the Supreme Court in the 1960s, the state said. Exactly. There's no fucking reason that a company like Pornhub can't institute a system specifically for states that have these laws, even though I believe they should have it blanketly. There's no reason that they can't make a system where you take a picture of your ID, it scans it with some AI, it verifies it, and then fucking deletes it.
I think I've confirmed it enough. There's no IRL tonight.
There is no IRL?
Yes, apparently they said it on PCC. No IRL tonight.
Ooh, okay.
Which means the guest canceled on them.
Well, that means the guest canceled, and that means they're all going to go enjoy their 4th of July.
Yeah, Tim's going to be bad at more video games, probably.
So with that being said, that means there's no After Dark or anything. I'm not calling in. After Chris's show on the Quiet Part Pod, I will likely be streaming some Vigima games.
Vigima games, yes, and I'll probably start Nightcap earlier today.
Okay, well, I guess we could talk about it. Do you want to talk about that now, or you want to talk about it later?
What, Nightcap?
No, like what should the plans for today be then?
I'm thinking I could play basketball until about 9, and then I can come on.
Because I can after Chris's show, I can go play Helldivers or Peak or something.
Go play Helldivers with Breehawk. She wanted me to get the game, but I'm like, bro, the sale's not good.
I don't know who Breehawk is.
She's a woman.
Okay, well, yeah, if someone wants to play Helldivers with me, I'll probably play that later. And then whenever I get whenever I get bored of Helldivers, I'll figure out something else to play. But I guess we'll just do game streams all day, and then we'll raid out to Nightcap. And then if Joey wants to play something after, we'll play something after.
We you know what we could do for the early heads? We could you could stream your Vidya games, and then I could watch some Star Trek with my brother. And around 10:30, 45 Eastern Standard Time, we could do repo with some of the people who like to go to bed early, like Missy. And then once we get to midnight Eastern time, we could do Nightcap for like 45 minutes and then figure out if we want to play more games after that.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
All right. Well, there's the plan.
There we go.
I got a master plan.
Let's move on. So that's the big news. I don't know how I missed that. Like, did you hear about this before I sent it to you?
What?
The Supreme Court ruling.
Which one?
The one on the age verification stuff, Joe. We've been talking about it for fucking 20 minutes.
I told you last Friday. Those are one of the decisions that came down on Friday.
I don't remember you mentioning this.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay, I don't remember anyone mentioning this because this was an important ruling for me.
And then you got high.
And then I got high. And
then Tyler got high.
What's Libs at TikTok got? So Libs at TikTok said SCOTUS ruled states can make laws requiring age verification. Yeah, we already know about that. And she's sharing.
What's going to make a bet that the Quiet Part Pod's still going to raid Timcast? No, I'm kidding.
Right. So Taylor Lorenz and Ellie Mistel are freaking out over this decision. So let's see. So Ellie Mistel, I have an argument for the Democratic Party. It involves actually fighting for free speech and exposing Republican hypocrisy on the issue. And the way to do it involves fighting for porn. My latest about the SCOTUS porn case in the nation. Okay. And then Taylor Lorenz said, yes, please. I'm screaming to the void about this. So grateful for your piece. And then it says Democrats should become the pro-porn party.
They already are.
Yeah, they already are.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen. Let's be honest for a minute. I just said I am pro having porn be legal because if there's a black market for it, it will be way more fucking dangerous than what it currently is. Okay, that's why I'm pro it being around legally in some way. Because we already have prostitution is illegal, so the hoes got to figure out something to do with their bodies to make money off of it. So I'm perfectly fine with it being a legal thing, but like, you don't have to be pro porn. You don't have to like make that your platform. It really just like all the pieces connect that they just want to diddle kids.
Not even anti-porn. I'm literally just saying don't let kids have access.
I know. I don't even know everything that about the left, man. Everything about the modern left. As much as I have a hang up over how fucking conservatives act and some of the fucking arrogant way that they talk to people, the lesser of two for me would be choosing the right over the left if they're gonna fucking go down this route of we want kids to watch porn, we want to fuck up their lives, we want to destroy their psyche before they even fucking develop. That's what they want to do because they're sick fucks who want to diddle kids.
That's basically it.
Tyler, today news is banned by YouTube.
Banned by YouTube.
Bam.
Okay.
The host could figure out how to dunk. No, but the host. No, you don't
Joey,
understand.
today is a day of celebration. You know
don't
why?
Understand, Sean. You don't. I gotta answer Sean first. You don't understand, Sean. The hoe could try to work at McDonald's, but the hoe is always going to want to be a hoe. You can't change a hoe. So that's just what it is. Either they're going to get their, either they're going to do their hoedom legally.
You know who this law doesn't affect, though, Joey?
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
What? OnlyMans? No.
This law doesn't affect OnlyFans.
Oh, so they get taxed on their tips?
No. What I'm saying is OnlyFans is not affected because people signing up for OnlyFans already have to give over their credit card information, so they're already getting ID'd.
There you go.
So
then TJ's safe.
Yeah, so TJ's safe. He can continue buying his chicks. But anyway, today is a day of celebration, Joey. The big, beautiful bill has passed, and it is going to Donald Trump's desk.
Can I just say, they'll be like, TJ, 10-minute sex seconds. No, I just need 3 seconds.
Oh, yeah, no tax on tips, guys. I do accept tips. Tips are actually the entire thing that funds the show. So I take tips. If you want to tip your creator. And you know they say tip your waitress, but tip your creator. Tip your
creator.
That sounds
Me and Tyler
terrible.
hunch our backs over
fucking
for
terrible.
People.
But yeah, so Mike Johnson officially declares that the beautiful bill has passed. Huge chance of USA breakout in the chamber. The final tally was 218-214.
Did you listen to any of his fucking speech?
Any of Mike Johnson's?
Yeah, he gave a speech for like 30 minutes.
No. Should I?
No. I had InfoWars on, and
was it garbage speech?
It was just such a fucking like typical speech you'd expect from a fucking neocon. I was just rolling my fucking eyes as I'm doing my dishes. I'm just like, Tim said it wouldn't make it into Congress yet last night.
Yeah.
Well, Tim's been on a little bit of a wrong streak in the last 12 hours.
A ho's a hoe. Tim said it wouldn't make it to Congress yet last night. Yep. Well, he was wrong. Talking about hoes and tips, good combo. Bro, those hoes need humbling, no legal hoeing. Same as the abortion debate, basically.
No, you're missing the point, though, Sean. You keep saying no legal hoeing. They're going to do it regardless. And from a safety standpoint, if hoeing is completely illegal, these women are going to be fucking sexually trafficked. And because like
I would also be fine with legal hoes. I'm fine with brothels.
I'm perfectly fine with that as well.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Like we're going to legislate morality thing. Like
well, because they have brothels in Germany, and they're actually far safer than anything we have here because they make sure they're tested and that they're clean.
Yes. So like I think there's a disconnect here. When I say that a hoe is going to be a hoe, she's going to do this regardless because I'm sorry, I'm not saying this to be sexist, but there are some women who literally don't know how to operate.
Find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Some of these hoes just want a hoe.
Yeah, some of these hoes want a hoe, and I personally don't have a problem with that. I don't. A hoe is going to be a hoe, and a fella is going to be a fella.
What did Mike say? Well, I don't know. Yeah, what was Mike saying? Why'd you bring it up?
It was nothing really important.
I'm a Beast Bro is now a monthly supporter. That's my brother, actually. Thank you, brother.
Why doesn't your brother follow my channel?
Why doesn't my brother follow your channel? I don't know. Hey, wow. Ryan, go follow Outworld Live. I'm gonna send everybody over after.
Me and Tyler are practically gay lovers, and you don't follow my channel.
That's a wild statement, but but go follow my good buddy Joey Cannoli.
Let the hoes be hoes, exactly.
Let the hoes be hoes, anyway. Exactly. See, look, you agree with him. Go follow him. Look, he dropped his link.
More intelligent insight. I'm not interested in making that safer. I'm interested in actually enforcing the laws against sex trafficking. But you don't understand is that there would be more sex trafficking then.
Yeah, no, what we're saying, Sean, is that to help curb traffickers, you would do what we did to the pot industry, and that's legalize it and then regulate it.
Sean, listen, you could shame them. Yes. You don't care. Okay. I'm just telling you what the reality of the situation is. It doesn't matter. I don't care what they want either. I'm just telling you this is the reality of the situation. This is the world we live in. A hoe is going to hoe. I said whole business is the biggest business of all time. It's the longest running business of all time. There's going to be certain women that are just going to do it. And it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with the left denigrating culture. This practice has been around for a very long time.
Joe, you didn't know what you were going to talk about today. This could be a topic you bring up.
You're kind of living in I have 27 stories from that story.
Yeah, that's it.
Kind of living in like a fantasy world if you just think because we shame it or because we make it illegal that they're going to stop doing it.
Love hose, no strings, just
strings.
throw them a 20 and do your thing and leave.
No, there would not be less, Sean. There would not be less. You're completely wrong about this. Just
no,
compare it to
be
marijuana,
less. You make
bro.
it safer and it's effed.
No, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You're wrong about this one, Sean. It's okay. You're allowed to be wrong sometimes.
Wait, so Sean, what I would say
Can't be right every time.
What I would say is that if you make it illegal, there would be more trafficking. If you make it illegal, you ban it, there would be more trafficking. If you make it legal, overall, there will be more people seeking out those services, but it will be done in a safer way, which is Joey and I's whole point. It's going to continue. Yeah. People are going to do what they want to do, but let them do it in a safe way. But anyway, we're going off.
I know, but that's what you're gonna get though. You're gonna get that. You already see trafficking happening, even though it's fucking legal. It's gonna explode, man. It's going to absolutely. You're basically gonna give the cartel another fucking industry to go for. I just don't think it's a good idea. I know this type of stuff should be shamed. And I agree with the ID verification things, and I don't agree with promoting it, but having it be a thing because this is the reality of the fucking world we live in, especially after the last 80 fucking years, there's no putting the toothpaste pack in the fucking tube. It's just like the repeal of the 19th crowd. It's like, bro.
There we go.
It's not going to happen. I don't even know why people put fucking energy into it.
My mic unplugged
It's just not going to happen. It's fantasy booking. It's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale thing. The toothpaste is in the fucking. It's all on the fucking counter now. What are you gonna do? Lick it up?
Joey can't hear me. Hang on 1 second, Joey. You can't hear me. My mic decided to unplug itself.
Track them all down and bring lots of rope, bro. They like rope, bro. That's part of the act. It's kinky. I just need one more follower to reach my goal, guys.
You need one more follower?
Yeah, I'm almost at 370. So if there's another lovely human being in Tyler's, one of the many people that he got from the quartering that are watching right now.
Yes. Well, did my brother go follow? Because he said I was going to read his chat. I liked his chat. He said I was just watching the Patrick Bet David podcast, or the PDB or PBD. Yeah, I think he said it backwards. I'm assuming he meant Patrick Bet David. And
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. He said he was watching that podcast, and he said lots of similarities, and to keep up the good work, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Call your brother gentleman?
What?
Nothing.
What about my brother?
I said you call your brother gentleman. I'm talking to your brother, not you.
Well, he's talking about both of us.
Bodum.
Yeah, he said gentleman. That's directed at both of us. He's addressing both of us.
I'd be one of the guys going to the brothel. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. Well, you are quite the gentleman, so.
I am. I'm gentle, man.
You show up in your fedora. Sean said the weed industry was broken by legalizing it. It all corporatized it now, and they drowned out most of the OG growers. Yeah, that's fine, though, because a lot of the OG growers were doing it illegally. That's the point. That's what we're saying. Legalizing the marijuana industry cut out the illegal aspects of it.
Listen, I don't really look at things based off of, I try not to at least, I don't really look at things based off of my opinions on the matter. I look at the things based off of the legality of our Constitution.
The legality and the results.
Based off the legality of our Constitution.
No, not legality. Right? Constitutionality is what we should be saying.
The constitutionality of the Constitution. Based off the Constitution, I see it nowhere where prostitution should be illegal. I mean, a woman has a choice with her body to do what she wants. A man does too. If there's a fucking industry where women are just like, I really want to just fuck hot men, and there's like a hot dude at the brothel that they want to fuck, he should be allowed to do it too. It's an individual. If they want to sell their body for money, should be allowed to.
We're having a good conversation. I don't want to pull away from it, but I have other stories I want to get to.
I know. Don't worry. We'll be all right. Athletes sell their body for money too. I mean, athletes literally put their body through hell to stay in shape and to perform for people as entertainment. And that's kind of what porn is. I mean, athletes sell their body for money as well.
And Sean, again, he says that there'd be way less LOL if we were to force it underground. He said that he understands our point, that he just thinks we're wrong. And I think you're wrong, Sean, because right now it's forced underground, and it's not in plain view for people to see. So people don't think about it. They don't go after it. Look at stuff with Epstein. Look, Diddy's getting off on whatever the fuck he did. It's already underground, and it's a massive fucking issue because of it. So I think if we legalized it, regulated it, brought it to light a little bit more, and allowed people to do it in a safer way, there wouldn't be trafficking of people. Not to the scale that we see. There's more slaves today than there were back during the Civil War, and half of them are sex slaves. I gotta put that back out there. People forget that. But yes, follow Outworld Live. Ryan said he's on it. He said, I did it backwards. I'm retarded. And yes, followed, bro.
Thank you.
He said, wait, gentleman visit brothels. It's okay. Oh, I think he meant gentlemen. Gentlemen visit brothels. It's okay. I can't spell today. I'm mowing the lawn and drinking. Hey, well, there you go. That's how you spend a Thursday.
Was that sick of shitty gov?
No, that's my brother.
The Constitution was built assuming people were raised and. Well, that was wrong for them to assume that. They should have put in the fucking document.
Oh, Fishy said he got you. Did you hear Goal?
Yeah. I think it hasn't updated yet, but
okay, yeah. Tim and Fishy said they got you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
If you're saying that we were built on the Christian values, they really should have actually specified it instead of being fucking carefully worded.
If we were built on Christian values, why did they make it a point to separate the church and state?
Yes, they wanted it to be built on a fucking Christian moral framework, but there's still literally nothing in our fucking Bill of Rights that is anti-prostitution, anti-marijuana, anti-fucking LSD. There's literally nothing in there against that. So from a legality standpoint, a human being, I mean, first of all, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If someone wants to sell their body to make money, who are you to tell them they can't do that? Who are you to become the moral police? Because people made this argument about weed. I had to hear this shit about weed constantly. That it's dangerous, as overall danger on society. What if you get high and go outside and get into a car accident? Like, that's the type of straw manning I'd hear about that. And be like, it's none of your fucking business what somebody does. If they get into a car accident, then that's on, that's already a crime in itself. Or, if you kill somebody.
My political position, Joey, is that if it affects other people, that's when it becomes my business.
Yeah. So what type of effect though? Because people will be like, oh, well, people using their body to make money affects me because it's not right and it hurts me. No, it needs to directly.
No, and that's what I mean. Like a direct physical effect. Like someone saying something to me doesn't affect me, but if someone were to get a megaphone blaring into my ear, that could blow out my hearing. That affects me. Like there's levels to it. It has to physically affect you for me to give a shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Anyway, moving on.
Tyler, they separate church and state because in England, the state and the church were intertwined. Exactly, and they didn't want it intertwined because they knew that it wouldn't be a good idea. I'm a beast, bruh, said I'm pretty libertarian. Let the people do what they want, but accept the consequences if their actions harm others. Yeah, they should absolutely accept the consequences if their actions harm others. Absolutely. Yep. I agree.
All right.
But yeah, anyway, so the big, beautiful bill passed. Nick Sortor was tweeting about it. I don't really care. I think the biggest thing that I like from this is Nick Sortor is pointing out, and as I've mentioned to you, Joey, the funding we're getting for ICE from this. This is wild. ICE will now have more funding than all but 2 militaries in the world. If you're in the country illegally, your time here is short. Self-deport because ICE is coming. So ICE is now the most fun. If it were a military, it would be the 3rd most funded military in the world.
ICE is coming.
So, like I've been saying, a lot of news stories that I've been seeing that aim in the direction of mass deportation, and I'm here for it.
Yep.
Joey, I know you're gonna have to get going here in a second, right?
Well, not really. I mean, it's.
You already have everything good?
So, yeah, everything's. I just need to hit buttons, basically.
Okay, I just want to make sure. And then apparently Donald Trump will be signing the big beautiful bill into law tomorrow, 5 p.m. during America's birthday celebration at the White House.
That's all he really wanted. He wanted
that. He was pushing for it. He made it very clear that's what he wanted. He got it.
God.
I want to leave off because maybe you'll want to talk further about this on your show from
Perhaps.
BuzzFeed. How does this make us healthy again? People's jaws are on the floor after RFK Jr. admitted one of his health initiatives could be harmful. Joey, what health initiative is RFK Jr. doing that could be harmful? What's your guess?
Pull-ups?
Let's see. Wait. Here, maybe this clue. I used to be a dental hygienist. All this will do is cause people with who have no money to now have to spend it on dental because they can't and they won't because they can't. So a dentist is basically coming out against this initiative. What initiative do you think it is?
Taking fluoride out of the water.
Yup. They're writing an article about how his health initiative could be harmful, and they're talking about how it's bad that he's taking fucking fluoride out of the water.
A couple of, like, this is like 10 years ago or something, when I started to make the move to using water filters and using non-fluoridated toothpaste. I had a fucking cavity, which is strange because I stopped eating sugar products. And then they're like, we got to fill that cavity. I'm like, no. Oh, wait, why am I showing my fucking thing? I forgot I was using the virtual camera.
Oh,
anyway, I had a cavity, right? And they're like, you're gonna have to fill that. I'm like, brother, I don't have the money to fucking do that shit. Just clean my motherfucking teeth. And then I started drinking non-fluorinated water and using non-fluoride toothpaste. And the next time I went to the fucking dentist, well, fuck, son of a bitch, wouldn't you know? No cavity.
Yeah, and
So
even then,
this whole fucking fluoride thing
it's all one big scam, and it's been proven to lower IQ in children.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's gonna harm our teeth, and it's like, yeah, what would you rather want? Do you want white teeth that we don't even know if that's actually what fluoride can do, or if it prevents enough of what we eat anyway? Like, we don't even know if it works. What would you rather have, Joey?
We could talk about some of these conspiracy theories about fluoride on the Outworld Live program, but what would I? Because like it's a false equivalency, like this all.
White teeth and lower IQ or higher IQ and teeth falling out.
It doesn't even make your teeth white. Like it doesn't even do that shit. Like they're lying when they say that it helps your fucking teeth. It doesn't do any of that.
That's what I mean. The risk far outweigh the benefit.
Yeah, first of all, even if it did help, it's not the fucking government's choice to put something artificial in our water supply. Second, it's
the risk isn't worth the reward.
And three, when you buy fucking toothpaste, what does it say on the toothpaste, Tyler?
Most of them will say fluoride.
No. What does it tell you not to do?
Oh, eat it.
Don't swallow the toothpaste. Why?
And then they have a little number on the back for you to call poison control.
Oh yeah. Why would it be harmful to swallow the toothpaste then? But we drink it in our water? That doesn't make any fucking sense. So even if it does what it says it does, why does the toothpaste thing say not to swallow it? Because it's fucking poison. Fluoride is literally fucking poison.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you off with this, Joe, before I kick you out. Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has touted his plan to make America healthy again, MAHA, which includes stances backed by questionable scientific evidence. He's spoken out against vaccines. He's called on states to ban fluoride, and he has made ableist comments about autism. Just last week, he actually let it slip that he's well aware that at least one of those initiatives could have some terrible consequences. And yes, they're talking about the fluoride. On Fox's The Falker Focus, that news anchor Harris Falker asked RFK Jr. about his stance on removing fluoride from the drinking water. In particular, she questioned him about the dentist's concerns that children from low-income families would not be able to get the preventative care if they needed to protect them from tooth decay. Kennedy replied, it is an issue. It's a balance. You're going to see probably slightly more cavities. Yeah, slightly more cavities is far better than people being fucking dumber.
We really have to decide if we want to care about our kids more than we hate each other.
Like, I'm just saying, like, what would you rather have? A student that is getting averages from C's that could be getting a B- or an A even, or give them white teeth?
I don't even understand. What do they just assume people don't fucking brush their teeth?
I don't know. You don't brush your teeth. You don't know how to take care of yourself.
Maybe
you don't know how to
instead
look
of
in a mirror.
putting fluoride in the fucking water, we should be telling people to brush and floss every fucking day.
And then I do have one more story. If do you want me to send you this?
No, you could send it to yourself.
I'll send it to
Very
myself.
easy for you to share the screen.
I'll talk about it more on Joey's show. Joey, you can get out of here. Guys, go find Joey Outward Live. We're going to be rating out to him just after this. Joey, if you want to say anything.
I'm trying to copy and paste my link everywhere. Hold on.
Oh, you're good. Okay, well, the last story I wanted to bring up, real quick, you guys, if you've watched the show, I'm sure I'll talk about it more on Joey's show if we bring it up. But basically, Trump had a phone call with Putin, and Putin outright told Trump that his ambition is to prevent Ukraine from ever entering NATO. And what I believe is Putin essentially told Trump, my goal is to take NATO, or take Ukraine at this point. And I don't care. I don't care. Let Russia have Ukraine. I don't care.
All right. Follow me on Outworld Live, guys.
Go follow Joey, guys. But yeah, so they had a big talk, and it seems like he wants Ukraine, which I don't blame him. I really don't. It's within their national interest. You can't fault them for that. But anyway, we had a really great show today, guys. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for all the support, all the likes. Thank you, Eternal Spartan, for adding to the support for the channel. Did we get another? Did someone else support? Oh, okay. My brother, Ryan, thank you for becoming a supporter to the channel. Eternal Spartan, thank you for the gifted sub. And Mad Stork, thank you for the Rumble rant. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. The reason I am able to do this show is from support from you guys, and I am incredibly, incredibly grateful for it. I look forward to having an amazing show with you guys later today and an amazing show tomorrow. I will likely be doing a show earlier tomorrow, just because it is a holiday, and then I'll be spending the rest of the day with my family and friends. So without further ado, you guys have a great rest of your day, and let me get this outro music going for you guys. I'm going to give you guys, we started it off with the What's New, Tyler Today News. I'm going to end it off with my Tyler Today rap music. Let's see. This is called Truth on Blast. All right, later, guys.
On the block, global translation, world on fire, smoke stack in the sky, truth in the mic, no filters apply, cameras rolling, headlines in the street, talking about the struggle where the pavement meets, from boardrooms to alleys, tales unfold, script flip quick, world stories retold.
Tyler Today, keep the truth on blast, breaking down the chaos, future to past, microphone a weapon, fighting the lies, broadcast the real, no disguise. Politicians talk, but the people scream. Tyler Today, dissect the dream.
Satellites humming, beams in the air, eyes on the world, truth laid bare. Ink on the paper, pixels on the screen. The stories we live, the moments between. Rooftop reports, war zones in the lands. Global connections, news never ends. Tyler Today, a mirror to the land. Mic in the hand, truth we demand.
Have a great day, guys. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out.